mastering your habits, right? So the good habits you develop to replace the bad habits, what you do is then you practice those good habits deliberately so that you become better and better each time. And you continue to improve upon those practice sessions over and over until it becomes a part of your lifestyle and it becomes second nature to you. Correct? So, this is something that I feel is quite an important part that if you can at least start to grasp and work towards, I mean, guaranteed, life will shift to the next level. Now, the second thing that I wanted to sort of say we need to master is to master our patience. Patience is such a great quality to master because patience needs to be developed. It can't just kind of come overnight. Like you're not born with patience. Um, when we as human beings are more patient, whether it is with, your spouse, your family members, your children, your coworkers, people that you're teaching or consulting or coaching, the patience helps us actually become more pleasant to be around, right? So we vibrate at a different frequency when we are patient with people. And we also bring about like a calmer energy. And as a result, I also find people who are patient tend to be much more open and are willing to listen. And also, they are more willing to understand what the other's perspective is and open to um, understanding what they're going through and how to better help them get to or get out of whatever trouble or problem or challenge that they're facing. So somebody who is patient will also not just exude, that type of quality and the calming energy, will also help, bring others, into their world. Like I find, because I'm sort of a little bit more high energy, I love being in the presence of people who are patient. So this is the patience portion, the mastering your patience is something I'm currently working on because I feel that, if I can actually exude more sort of patient energy, I think I can also better help my patients and those around me, get to that, next level in terms of, their healing, their issues that they're challenged with, as well as, help them better see certain sides to the story so that, they don't feel like they're being attacked or they are being in a compromised position, right? So absolutely, like, patience. I actually really like this description that Mr. Bob Proctor had once alluded to, and he said, "Patience is the result of understanding. Patience is the result of understanding." Now, if you understand someone, chances of you being patient with them are going to go up, right? So I really, really encourage you to start practicing and mastering your patience. And last but not least, I wanted to have us master our focus. Focus is one of those things that actually, unless you work on it, it's hard. Like, your mind kind of goes into like automatic mode. And what we tend to focus on most of the time, that tends to be something that we kind of jump to, right? So focus is one of those things that we can actually choose to do. Right? But you have to practice it, right? So again, do you see how like they all kind of intertwine with each other? All these areas of mastery, they actually do work with one another. And it sort of is a very interesting way to actually start to get on that path to self-mastery. And so one of the other aspects about focus is intent. If we can find the desire and the drive to absolutely focus on the right things and do the right thing and, just absolutely be a force in whatever it is that we do, wow, the things that we can accomplish are going to be pretty surprising to you. Here's the thing. One of the concepts that I've been kind of, I guess, putting a lot of thought in is, this thing that was presented to me in one of these lectures, and it said, any ideas that are emphasized in the mind will ultimately move into form, and it will come into being in the most convenient and appropriate form available. And I thought to myself, gee, what does that really mean? Right? So that is talking about focus. You guys, any ideas that we emphasize in the mind, hello, any ideas that we are focusing in our mind, correct, is going to be brought about. So for example, if you put the wrong idea or the wrong type of focus into your mind, that's what's going to grow. That's what's going to come into your life. And by the same token, if you put the right ideas and the right type of focus into your mind, that's what's going to grow and that's what's going to come into your life. So it's almost like, wow, you plant the seed into your mind, and when the seed becomes, I guess, ready to sprout, that's when the outcome is presented. So one of the ways to frame this, so that it's easier to understand, um, is that, for example, if you plant the seed for your own success, to bring about that success, we can actually do it by helping someone else become successful, right? So we're going to be focusing on helping somebody else succeed in whatever it is that they're going for. And in the process, that that seed gets planted in our heads, in our minds. And so in the process of helping somebody else achieve what they want or achieve their success, we ultimately will achieve our own success. It's very counterintuitive, but kind of magical at the same time. And like this is a concept that you may want to kind of like just kind of toy around with and just, kind of think think it through, because, you know, I guess another way that people have explained it is, energy goes like where energy is most um, flowing to, and where energy is focused on, so therefore, whatever if it is that you give energy to, that's what's going to start to grow and actually expand and become a reality for you. So obviously, we want to be focusing on the things that are going to move our needle forward, whether it is, to reach the next level in our lives, to reach the next level in our relationships, to reach the next level of our health, and or to reach the next level of, being a positive impact, to others that you are surrounded with. That is where we should be focusing on, right? And if we help somebody else achieve what they are looking for, we're ultimately helping ourselves achieve what we are seeking to achieve. That to me is just absolutely like the best reward, right? And it kind of plays into the whole like law of attraction as well, right? It just kind of is one of those things that, you, I mean, I definitely didn't put the two and two together when I was first learning about this. But, then as we, kind of started to apply, so as I was starting to apply some of these levels of mastery, I thought, wow, there's a lot of truth in a lot of these, key areas that we've talked about. So self mastery is one of those things that I absolutely think we can all work towards and get more of. Self mastery is a journey. It's not going to be a 1 day, 2 day thing, but these three areas will kind of get you started so that you can actually, we'll dive deeper into this, as we go along. But this is like the little like surface layer that we're going to start to scratch so that, we can actually work towards the betterment of all aspects of our lives. All right, Healthy Wisdomers, it has been my pleasure to share this episode with you, and I'm so thankful that you've been with me all these weeks. Please take a minute to subscribe, rate, and review this episode for me. And let's continue to share this wisdom and keep inviting people to join us on this journey. This is the Healthy Wisdom series with Dr. Jen Chen. I'll see you guys next week.